Hello, can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, I can.
Nice to hear you. Okay, and I want to ask you, can you please tell me? Okay, so you mentioned that today maybe you will be alone. Are you alone at your home or?
I'm at home. True.
Alone, or are you alone at your home, or someone is with you?
I am alone. Right.
Alone. Ah, very nice. And did you enjoy today? Did
Yeah,
you?
I'm definitely enjoy.
Definitely enjoy. And what is something that you usually do when you are, let's say, when you are home alone? Home alone. So what is something that you usually do?
I just do my homework like usual. I think that the only thing that affects is I have nothing else. Nobody's near me. Everything else is absolutely normal.
Absolutely normal. Very nice. I like to hear that. Okay, and I want to ask you about some other things that you usually do. For example, how can you describe your usual Saturday? Okay, so okay, can you please tell me your usual Saturday?
Oh, Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So I think is like pretty straightforward. It's
Mm-hmm.
like just doing homework, repeat. I think there's a pretty normal day that is basically the same as some weekday routines, but it's just the time where I go to school, I stay at home. Maybe that doing some other homework, and for the next week.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now let's see. And now I want to ask you because something happened right now in our, let's say, in school of my wife, there where my wife is working. So yesterday she told me about the situation that happened with her in her school. So
Yeah.
I just want to compare. Okay, so they used to have a situation when the police officer arrived at school. Okay, so do you have any security guard or police officers in your school?
No, doesn't have
No.
yeah, doesn't.
And who intervened, for example, when something bad is happening in your school? Who can intervene in your school? Who is someone that can intervene in your school?
So I think that is like it's there is one security guard, but I think that he not really. That is only a translation thing.
Mhm.
So it's just like I don't know what to say, but he just like can give the control of the door, the main door, and he have to like sometimes the student may accidentally drop the student card.
Mhm.
So the security area is the one that everybody that is picked up the drop student card will return
Mhm.
into that area, and then
Mhm.
the students who lose can like check that area for the belongings, and about 90% of the student card lost get I think that like get the students get back here. So I think that's the main area in right in
Mhm.
front.
Mhm. Okay. And did ever something bad happened in your school? Okay, so we have here some things that are good and something that is bad. Okay, so did ever something bad happened in your school? Okay, did you
Uh,
ever heard that something bad happened, and what are some reactions of people who do something bad?
do something bad. I don't.
Mhm. Okay, and when people usually call the police in these occasions, when people usually call the police?
He holds the key of every single class, every single room, including the principal room.
Mm-hmm.
So as he can check if all the air conditioner are turned off after class, because if he lets them if he let them run overnight, the electricity price will go up by a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to check every single room, including rooms that are not used. It still have air conditioner when it's hot.
Mm-hmm.
So when that happened, when I don't know what to say, but my my class principal will close off, lock the door, and returns the key to a main port, also in that area. So once the door is locked, the principal will go to that area. There is already organized a box containing all keys from grid 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So they will just book that in, and and in the morning, they will be the one who going to the class first, picked up the key that already have the name of the class in it to open the door.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is something that can happen. Okay, and what other okay, I want to ask you, in what other places do you have a police officer or someone who can help you in these particular situations? Do you have some other situations that okay, for example, people need to have okay, protection of the police?
No, because that is not the police. It's only a security guard. That is already 55 years old.
Okay, so now let's see, and what do you think? What do you think when do you usually, okay, in which situations? Okay, of course we call firefighters when there is a fire. Okay, now and in which situations, in which other situations do you think that people can call firefighters?
What can I say again? My mother just sent me a message.
Okay, no problem, no problem. Okay, so in what other situations? People can call firefighters? Okay, so people can call them when there is a fire, and in what other situations people can call firefighters?
Firefighters, obviously there is a fire that is that's really damaged their house horribly. So they have to call, but they won't be there instantly. It takes about 5 and 10 minutes. And you know that in some countries where red lights, that all the vehicle have to stop, but there is 3 cars that are in priority and can cross it without any problems. That is the police car, the firefighter car, and the ambulance.
Ambulance.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
I know, because there is the same situation in my country. So we also have something similar in my country. So when we need to call this, okay, this service, okay, so I understand that they're okay, in these situations we need to stop the car, and in traffic we need to stop the car and let them get through. And also we need to okay, so they can go when there is a red light. Okay, so this is the also situations when they can go through the red light. Okay, and what do you think about some other jobs that, okay, so we mentioned some jobs that can be dangerous. Okay, so do you know any other unusual jobs that can be dangerous?
Unusual job that's
Okay, so some other unusual jobs that can be really dangerous. Okay, so we have here firefighters, soldiers. Okay, so do you know some other jobs that are that can be okay, so they are unusual, but in the same time very, very dangerous. So did you ever heard about this?
So it's like, let me see. So fortune tellers drive the Vietnamese economy. Fortune tellers.
Fortune tellers.
Yeah.
Wow.
And is on just a campy carnivore show trick like in the West. They hold the inordinate power through industry, government, and personal lives of many Vietnamese. Families make marriage decisions for their children based on the compatibility advice of fortune tellers. Real estate deals are made of broken according to the advice of fortune tellers. People even decide when day and hour to book a flight based on fortune tellers' astrological divinations. The occupy is nice, is a niche, not unlike a rabbi and pastry in the West, except when they're more money grubbing. And why this dangerous? Because this related to superposition, and this completely banned in Vietnam. It's completely about superposition. Believe something that is unscientific.
Okay, so something, and what do you think? What do you think about jobs like someone who is setting up air conditioners? So we have here, for example, setting on tall buildings when they set up air conditioners. Okay, so what do you think? What do you think about this type of the jobs, or working on heights? So someone who is working on heights. So what do you think? What do you think about these jobs?
I think that they're not scared of height, obviously, and second they need to be brave. Do you know about the towers that are send you this? So if you successfully change one light bulb, you get half a billion Vietnamese dong.
Okay.
And Kevin Skinnett, I will send you the name.
Okay.
And this guy is a and this guy is I will send you give me a little bit. So I'll send you. This is here his image. It's recorded by Flycam. And just so the land below, as you can see that how large it is. He is 538 meters above the sea level. The equivalent of this apartment, of the apartment I'm living, of 25 floors. And all the thing he have for safety is just a safety rope that is enough to carry his body. And you know how long it took to go up here?
How long?
It was 3 hours
3 hours.
non-stop, 3 hours non-stop, and it's really tired. And you know that even if you successfully like change this here, the light bulb here, you will not get your money yet. You have to successfully came down. If you came down to die by height, you won't get any money, even the parents. But you know how frequency they have to do this?
How?
Only twice a year, and every time they do that. So which you need the salary is 1 billion Vietnamese dong per year. Only work 1 hour, only work 1 day per 6 months, and earn 500 million Vietnamese dong each time, the equivalent of 5 years of Vietnamese income.
Wow. Yeah, this is something that is amazing. Yeah, but you need to physically and mentally to be prepared for this. Yep. Okay, in physically and also mentally. If you want to do this, you need to be prepared in the both sides. Okay, so why people should be mentally prepared for this? Why? What do you think?
First is this don't have elevator. You have to climb manually. Second, all you have is a safety rope. And after 300 meters, every time you climb your safety, you have to also move your safety rope because it's don't stuck at one place. Okay, at one place. Okay, and yes, this is the problem. Okay, and what will happen if, for example, you mentioned that he will not get money if he fall down and if he dies, but why accidentally he survive? Okay, something happened that person survive. Survive. So what will happen in this? He falls down and survive. So what will happen in this situation? So in that situation, if he have a health care, then it will be normal, but no, he have to take his salary. If he was alive, he had to take his salary to like check for the cure. And if he is more than 5% of damage, he can't return to the job anymore. And you know what's the maximum age of work? It's 45 years old, which means this person, I will show you, will retire as 45 years old. Will retire as 45 years old. Wow, this is amazing. This is amazing. Okay, so he will get the full retirement. Okay. Wow, that is quite impressive. Okay, when we speak about this is something that can be really impressive. Okay, now, and I want to ask you. Okay, so we probably I'm just curious. What you think about this news? Did you hear the news about what is happening right now in USA? No, in USA. Yes. So let me see. So maybe that I can search. Is the huge meetings between Donald Trump and Zelensky. 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 Ukraine's principal. Ukraine principal. Okay, Ukraine. Okay, president. A principal is someone who is from your school, someone who is managed your school.
That is a principle, but the president, okay, you mean president, okay, so now, and did you ever heard about this news, and what do you think about this news? Okay, so what do you think? What is your opinion? Because I'm interested in this, because you have sometimes you have here really nice thoughts and a nice opinion about everything, so I just want to hear, so what do you think about this?
So yeah, maybe that's it's so I think I feel lucky because Vietnam don't have any like bad attractions with others country.
Okay, and no, but this about Ukraine. Okay, so do you know that there is a war in Ukraine?
Yeah.
So what is something that you think about this situation that is happening right now, comparing Ukraine and USA? So they used to get help from USA. Ukraine used to get help from USA in a military equipment and in many other things. So, and now Trump gets now Trump is in charge. So what do you think about this situation?
So this situation, I think that it's yeah, pretty well illegal. I don't know if World War III is going to happen because World War I and II happens all from this arguments and then expanded to the entire world.
Okay, so this is something that can happen with the entire world. Okay, and I know in the past that Vietnam have let's say have a really tough history. Okay,
Yeah.
can you compare right now who is in charge of this? Who will be let's say in charge in the world? We have here some let's say some big countries. In your opinion, which countries are big, and what do you think? Who is the strongest country right now in the world?
Probably America.
And why do you think so? Why America?
It's the strongest economy. Is the strongest economy, and also one of the largest country in the world. Is the economy rapidly increase year by year.
Okay, so this is something that rapidly increased. Okay, and how this economy, or how this increased comparing to USA? Comparing to Russia, sorry, comparing to Russia, not USA, sorry, my mistake. Comparing to Russia.
So Russia is only big in size, but even though their economy is big, it's not as big and not as well developed than America.
Not developed.
Not as much developed as America.
And why do you think so? Why?
It's only big in size, but it's only 150 million people, even though the size is 50 times more than Vietnam. But the population only 1.5x in Vietnam, which makes the economy not as gross as not as gross as America. It's an obvious thing.
Okay, so not grow as America. Okay, now, and yes, this is something that can be really really tough for some other countries. Okay, and what do you think? What do you think about other countries around the world? Okay, so we have here Japan and some other countries. So what do you think? What is your opinion about these countries? about some other countries like let's say US, Japan, and some India. So what is your opinion about these countries?
So India and Russia.
Okay, so India, Russia, Japan. Okay, so in which area do you think Japan is, let's say, the strongest? So what do you think?
I think you're probably in Tokyo.
No, in which area? IT area, some other areas.
So education, I think, is the best.
Education. Okay,
Yeah.
so why education? Why do you think so?
They spend loads of their money for education, and even one student. I know about two examples. One is about a student in a province in Japan. A train about to stop working, but when the government know that only one girl using that train, they kept going even though the prices go up by a lot because it's in a snowy area. Each train costs about $500 to carry it out, to carry it out because snowy and hot temperature. But they kept going for 8 years until that students finally go into a university in Tokyo. So the train completely stopped, and they spent about $50,000, I don't know, about $500,000, about 1,000 days for her to travel. The second is a project called Milk Manga. There is a problem with milk in the school. Milk is completely free for students in school, but some students don't drink all the milk is given, which makes them not get enough got in good supplies. So the milk company is the milk company have a collaboration with the comics company, having a project called Milk Manga. That is, the bottle will have a white story, and when the cup is full with milk, students can't read them because it's with the color. The with the color, the the story will only begins when the students start to drink all the water or drink all the milk. There are 10. There is like 10 of that's 10 of the 10 different unique types of comics that is encourage students to drink more and more bottle to have a full collection. The milk company earned $2 million after this project, and the the the, the percent of students drinking all the milk raised up surprisingly from 80% to 95%. This rapidly increase the increase the health and the strength of students, making them good and better study. So they spend a lot of money in education for the students. And I want to say more about that is their backpack. The back, you see that for some comics related to Japan, like Conan and Doraemon, they all the pupils that are students that are wearing the same backpack. These backpack look normal, but you know what's the prices?
No.
It's $1,000 for his backpack. $1,000 for the backpack in Japan. This is a special backpack that is designed to be bulletproof. This is bulletproof, waterproof, fireproof.
Fireproof.
And fireproof as well.
I didn't know.
It's waterproof, and it's also bulletproof as well. And it also can be used as a shield for students. And it's also have a lock. It's also have a locker, and it's surrounded with iron bars, so the thief can't steal. The only way to get items inside is to open the whole backpack.
Wow, I didn't.
So that's why it costs $1,000 per backpack. And but what's the price is they every students have this, and they will use this for 12 years to grade 12, and then this is recycled. This will recycle. Yep. This is designed by it's real leather, which makes them extremely tough. Even knife can't touch it. Even using knife doesn't matter.
Wow. I didn't, to be completely honest, I didn't know about this. Okay, so and why? But what is the reason for them? Why do they want to design this type of the products? Okay, so why, for example, they want to design this? Why people want to design these products?
So
okay, so they want to
TikTok and found this, so I don't know the reason.
Okay, and what do you think? What do you think about some other things that can be designed in school? Unusual things that can be designed for students. Okay, are there any other products that can be designed for students? Okay, for students in school. So what is something else that can be designed that is good for students to have in their schools?
So
something that can be useful for children. Okay, for children in school. So okay, imagine that what is something that you would like, let's say, what is something that you think that should be improved? Okay, so what do you think? What is something else that, for example, people should have, let's say, should have in schools that people now don't have this? But what do you think? What is something else that people should have right now? So is there anything that students should have in school right now? So what do you think about this?
So I think that this is only the example that I make, but the price of this are extremely this is a extremely expensive, and the amount of your students are rapidly increased, which makes designing this a lot harder, and not all families can accept this. If we set this a rule to every student have this backpack, then some poor family can afford this, which makes it extremely unfair for them. Vietnam is still a developed country. It's still a being developed country, so we have to spend money on more reasonable things.
Okay. Yes, I understand. This is something. This is something that can be. Okay. This is something that is people should. And what is something that people students shouldn't have in their schools? Now they are having in schools, and what is something that they shouldn't have in their schools? Is there anything that they shouldn't have in the school?
They shouldn't have in school. No, I think that they should bring everything that is good with us to say it so generally.
Generally speaking.
Yeah, yeah, it's very generally, so it's kind of hard to answer.
Okay. Yes. I assume that is okay. And in the future, okay. So, what do you think? What is something that, for example, do you think that people? Okay, I know that you have turbulent history. So, what do you think about the future for Vietnam. What is the most useful, let's say, the most useful job in Vietnam? I'm asking you this specific question because my friend told me something. I will tell you later, but can you please tell me, what do you think? What is something that can be useful for Vietnamese people in the future? What type of the jobs can be useful in the future?
Jobs. I think Vietnam now have probably enough jobs. The amount of jobless is decrease in the recent and upcoming years.
Okay, and which job have a good perspective? Okay, so which job do you think that in the future can be? We have here, for example, IT engineering. So what do you think? What do you think about IT? Is this job going to be better in the future?
Yes, I think so, because that's brain work are now better than normal work. You know that nobody's doing farmer nowadays, because the work so much less people doing farmer nowadays, because they want to like change into some brain work like the IT or marketing or business. It's related on brain, don't rely on strength. It's not how much, is the quality over quantity. So the brain and the strategy that are always better. So there is a person. So the person said that don't try to work harder, try to work smarter. So work smart here is work with the brain and using a good strategy, not just work without any reasons.
Okay, so yes, this is the job that, for example, have a big perspective. Okay, and what do you think? Okay, so my friend told me. Now you know, as you know, he's right now in Vietnam. So my friend told me that in some parts of Vietnam is it good to invest money in crops. So what is your opinion about this?
In crops, it's kind of hard.
Why? Why it's hard? Okay, I just want to hear what do you think?
I haven't seen any situation invest in crops. I don't know how. I don't know. I'm not saying it's bad, but I don't know how I'm gonna invest in crops. Invest in crops. It's kind of hard.
Invest, for example, to rent or to buy some let's say in some countryside to buy some piece of the land and to have rice and other crops that, for example, that are really really important, like in your country. And why is that? I just want to explain you why is that. Because okay, so this is because in your country, in my country, just one moment, we have here in my country, we have here once a year. We have just one moment. We have here sowing once a year. Okay, so it's sowing. We have only once. Okay, so in our country we have only once a year. We have here that someone is, let's say, okay, so you collect some let's say some crops, and that is once a year. You plant and you collect once a year. But as I heard, I don't know is this true or not. Okay, so as I heard, in let's say this harvest is twice a year, for example, in your country. So is this true that you have it twice a year, that you have a harvest in your country twice a year?
Probably twice a year.
Twice a year, yes. and some people want to invest money in this harvest to have more money, so more. And what do you think about investing money in crops? Is this good or bad idea in your country?
Invest in crop farm or profit. So I think that you should invest in some good and believable retailers. And don't just look at the image that they make rich by using crop for some bad retailers. You do that and you will lose everything. Just one single wrong step could lead your life downwards. There is a idiom that said about one wrong step, trade your life.
Wow.
One wrong step, trade your life. And do you want to hear about a story that is related to this?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so give me a little bit. The Nutty Putty Cave. So, the Nutty Putty Cave. So I will give you a story about John Jones. John Jones. So you can see that he has to treat his life for one wrong step.
For one wrong step.
Yeah, for John Jones. So in 2009, 26-year-old John Jones and 9 friends explored Utah's Nutty Putty Cave. Deep inside is an area known as the Birth Canal. John became stuck in the narrow passageways. I will send you an image just showing his situation. This. He got stuck like this. How horrible it is.
Wow.
He got stuck like this because he took the wrong way. He should have taken the birth canal, but he chose the wrong way called X push. And it was extremely narrow, but Jones successfully gets through. He have to change. He have to go back. He have to go back. And so he tried to keep going because at that time he think that it was a birth canal. So he keep going because the birth canal is described having a big cave inside. But no, it's just a dead end. And he eventually trapped himself upside down.
Wow.
And I will send you one more image. So the bottom image is his feet got stuck and it's remained nowadays. His body cannot be pulled outside due to the cave like this. The top is him before and the bottom is his feet. And this is the image that took when they were rescued. And you know that right now it's still in here. It's still in here. They can't put his body outside. They cannot put the body outside due to the cave narrow. They cannot put that outside because it was completely sealed and he cannot move anywhere. Do you know how long he have to stay here until he pass away?
How? For how long?
It's 28 hours. 28 hours upside down. Bodies aren't create. Bodies that aren't create to like run away. Bodies that aren't create to stand up for so long. And you know, to hear about one more cave death.
What?
So can you please let me share my screen?
Okay.
Okay, so I will open the subtitles. So you don't need you can still hear. So wait me a little bit. It's about 3 minutes. So I will share my screen. Can you hear? Can you see it?
Let me see just one moment. Yes, of course.
Okay. Can you hear it?
No.
But you can see the subtitles, right?
Yes, of course. The tragedy in April.
Yeah, so you see it. Wait. Yeah, this is where the parts really begins. As you can see, just one single wrong step.
He died. Is that right?
To a total painful and long death. And he stuck there for about 20 days before he eventually passed away due to saturation and dehydration. Yeah, one single step could cause it to like this.
Yes.
There is tons more story.
Wow, scary story.
Yeah, scary story. And the last image. So if
yes.
you like in the next class, I will show you the Nutty Putty cave. This situation, but it's animated stickman like this, so you can easily see how hard how you can easily see that how hard it was. Any effort to try to escape seems useless. So I think you shouldn't went caving after seeing this. Even professionals, Cave John and Thomas is a professional, but still died. So we are professional, we are normal, so we should go caving.
Yes, exactly. This is something that to be honest, I will never do something like this. Okay, because this is something that, in my opinion, this is something that can be not just dangerous. Okay, stressful, painful, etc. So I don't think that this is something that everyone should do that, because all of these reasons that we mentioned right now. And yes, this is, in my opinion, this is something that people shouldn't do. I know that some people are like this. Let's say, let's try to say extreme sports. But in my opinion, this is something that is quite bad, for everybody. So for your family, for everybody, this is something that can be quite
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
And I think that no one should do something like this, because of these reasons that I mentioned. Okay, so I hope that someday I will never had this opportunity to do something like this.
Yeah. So someone like a suggestion that go caving, you should refuse instantly and show them this proof. So
Exactly.
they deny area. They denied this idea.
So they will deny this,
Yeah. This idea
these
of go
things.
caving. Yeah.
Okay, very nice. Okay, so we can stop here. That is quite nice and quite good. Okay, now I have to go because I have another class, and see you next week. Okay.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Yeah.